Afternoon, everyone. Actually, it's morning. We're recording in the morning today for scheduling snafu. But today is December 9th of 2021, and I want to welcome you to our city. I'm Mayor Diana Broderson. We have a lovely guest with us today, but I wanted to just hit some real quick updates for you. On the COVID front, oh my goodness, we're not doing so well. We had 130 new cases this week, which is up from 70 last week. So we almost doubled. So let's be real careful. Our positive percentage increased 5.2. So 11% of the tests in Muscatine County are positive and 12 for the state of Iowa. So we're a little bit better than Iowa. So that's always good. But let's be real careful, because with the new variants out there and time for boosters and all of that kind of thing, please just call public health if you have any questions. I know a lot of people will reach out to me and ask questions. I don't have all the answers. I'm not a medical professional. I just tried to be that conduit to get the information out to the public. You know, that's always been something that's been important to me. But if you have questions, it's best to call public health directly or your primary care physician. That's what I always do. Roger and I just figure, you know, we listen to our doctor. We go to Dr. Weiss. So if Dr. Weiss says, you know, you need to take a thyroid pill or a cholesterol pill or whatever it is, we just do it. So this is no different for us. We just ask him, do you want us to do this or that? And we just do it. So ask your doctor or call public health if you can't get through to them. Saturday, we have nothing but fun for Muscatine here. The mall is going to be hopping once again. All the time folks say there's nothing going on at the mall, there's no stores. And if you're in my age group, you remember when the mall was the place to be. Well, Saturday, the mall is the place to be. From 10 to 2, Farmers Market is holding their annual, we didn't get to do it last year, their annual handcrafted Christmas. We always love going there. If you still need Christmas presents, and I'm sure you all do, this is the place to go. It's stuff from our local vendors that they've made. I love it. It's Iowa stuff, Muscatine stuff, and just all kinds of hand knitted and handcrafted items. I know you won't be disappointed. And it's not just a small little area. It goes down the whole middle of the mall, and it really is full and packed. And whatever your comfort level is, wear a mask, don't wear a mask, but you won't want to miss it. And then you're going to want to bring the kiddos to the other annual Elves Workshop. And that is going to be held from 1 to 3 at the mall. And they do holiday cards, they decorate crafts. Of course, Santa's going to be there. It's a free event. You are not going to want to miss this Elves Workshop. It is so much fun. I have always loved going with the kids and grandkids to these events, because you just get, as a grandparent, tag along. If you have an opportunity, if your kids are taking your grandkids, tag along. You can just sit and enjoy, having no responsibility whatsoever, but enjoying all the smiles on the kids' faces as they laugh and experience what we all believe is the best part of Christmas, you know, gathering and having fun and doing crafts and holiday things and filled with merriness. How's that? It's time for our guest, who's going to talk about more merriness, if that's even a word. We have the first annual, actually the inaugural Festival of Lights at Weed Park. We have tried working on this for years, and we've been shut down on a variety of fronts, you know, latest being the pandemic. We couldn't do a whole lot during that time, but here we are. And it is set up and ready to go. And we have Kelsie Stafford and all the team at Parks and Rec. Thanks. Hi, Kelsie.
Hello, thank you so much for having me this morning.
Oh, I love this. We've already been through twice, I think. It's right across the street from my dad. So every time we go over there, just take a drive, because it changes.
Yes, there's been a lot of stuff added since the beginning. So that is fun to see. So if you've gone through already, make sure to hit it up again, because we've actually gotten just one more sponsor right now that just came in. And so they'll be setting up the band shell soon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that will be very fun. So H&I just adopted that spot. We have a few other spots still available as well. So if anyone is interested, definitely reach out to us at Parks and Recreation. Phone number is 263-0241, or send us an email. And we've got just a few more spots available. So like I
It's
said,
never too late, is it?
it's not at all. It's going to go through the whole month of December. So there's plenty of time, and you'll definitely want to, I would say, drive through at least once a week through Christmas, because I think it's going to be changing.
And even the ones that are there, they're constantly tweaking it and making it better. And yeah, it's lovely. For the first year, and even if it was the 10th year, I'd give it a 2 thumbs up.
It's so much fun, and it's a great thing for the kids when it's chilly out to just pack the family up and drive through. You can drive through multiple times because there's so much to see. You're going to have to go through a couple times to catch it all. So it's just so much fun. And
I like to start at the bridge and sit there and watch the bridge lights all go and experience all of that, and then drive 2nd Street and up around Park Avenue and go through the park, and then exit down on Colorado, and then we sit at the credit union and watch a few songs there. So it's kind of like a trail.
Isn't that fun? I love that. The bridge this year is so cool. That is awesome. If folks have not been down to the riverfront, make sure you get on down there. There's signs up in the park to tell you which channel to put your radio to. And then the bridge lights are showing a show to the music. It is so awesome. And the credit union does their display every year, and it's awesome too.
It is. And it's such a partnership. I think that's one thing that we've learned over the past couple of years is we get so much better done when we work together. And so like the bridge was Power and Water and Musco and the city all working together, and then we tied in with the credit union. So we exit right by that. And so everybody partnering and working together really has the capabilities of producing the best outcomes. And we're seeing that.
Absolutely. If everybody does a lot can get done. It's awesome.
Absolutely. So tell us more about the Festival of Lights. Where do they enter? What do they do? How's it supposed to work?
Sure. So one of the big things with the Festival of Lights is we're collecting non-perishable Goodwill food donations. So we're not taking cash or anything like that, but we are taking food. And so you'll want to enter on the Washington Street entrance, because right there when you come in, past the entrance pillars, we have a collection bin, 2 bins there. And it was pretty awesome. The first night, we got called out there at 7 because it was full already. So that was awesome. We were so excited. And so that's been going really well. So we ask folks, if you're able to bring something just to drop in those bins, that is great, because every other day we're delivering to Salvation Army Food Pantry, and then the next day we'll deliver to MCSA Food Pantry. And so we're going back and forth all through December. Every day we'll be at either of those locations dropping off donations. So
what a win-win. You can have fun and be helping others too.
Yes, it's awesome. So you'll definitely want to come in on Washington Street. And then it's really the right hand side of the park, if that makes sense. So you'll come in on Washington and you'll go down past the Aquatic Center, and then you'll exit out on Colorado. And we want you to turn left there so you can hit up the Members Credit Union and see their big display as well. So
tell us what all the spots are.
Yeah, I also forgot to mention it's 5:30 to 7:30, so you'll want to come between that time frame.
All right.
And so the spots are the entrance shelter, so that's the first one to the right when you come in. They're sponsored that one, so big thanks to them. Yes. Unity Point has adopted the Rose Garden, so they have done up the gazebo. There's a Christmas tree in there. I think there's a Santa there as well, which is
there electricity at that one?
Yeah. Yep.
Nice.
There it is. And I
didn't realize that.
Yes. So all of these spots have electricity. Depending on how big the display is, might have to get a little creative. I think I saw a couple generators out there, but we can definitely make it work. And then the Zoo Garden, the Muscatine Garden Club and Community Bank had partnered. And another
partnership.
Yes. And so the Muscatine Garden Club, and there was another, I think it's the Zoo Garden Committee.
Oh, sure.
So they're kind of one and the same, but different. as well. And then they partnered with Community Bank to do the log cabin, which is so cute. If you saw that, and all the red trees on that side of the road, which is really neat. And then across from that in the open green space, St. Mary's and Matthias adopted that, and they have a bridge. If you saw that cool bridge that has different colors, so it's just like the bridge down on the riverfront. There's pretty cool. H&I has just adopted the band shell, so that is not up yet because I know they just met with park maintenance yesterday.
Okay.
About their plan, so that will be up here real soon. So that'll be really neat.
It will.
Yes. And then the Aquatic Center, Parks and Recreation staff had put up some gingerbread men and gingerbread houses that were donated to us by First National Bank. So big thanks to them. Yep. And we got some lights going there. Menards did the Lagoon Shelter. So that's when you come down across from the lagoon. They've done that. Right across from them, the Barrels and the Monkeys. That is Troy, who does Stinky's House of Horrors.
Those are so cute, those Barrel of Monkeys.
Aren't they so cute?
How do you think of that? I have no talent in thinking up creative stuff like that.
He is such a creative guy. It's awesome. Yeah. So if anybody knows lights, it's him.
Yes.
For sure. And then the family of Jane McFate has adopted that trailhead. And so I
saw that.
Yeah, so that was neat. I saw they hung some like bicycle wheels from the trees that are lit and things. They got pretty creative too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's so nice. And so are you finding that people don't have to go out from 5:30 to 7:30, but most are just setting up timers?
Yes. So I think most people have set up their timers, which is awesome. So if folks are thinking that it's going to be too much of a time commitment to go out there every day, twice a day to turn on the lights and turn them off, there are timers available, which makes it really easy. You can just set the timer to be on for those 2 hours. So that's really nice.
And I think what I really think is special about this project too is you can have a few things or you can have a million things, but when it's all put together, once again, as working together, it's beautiful. So you don't have to feel like you can't participate because you don't have a whole lot of stuff.
Right, exactly. And we all know how expensive Christmas lights can be. So it doesn't need to be a ton of things. Just a little bit adds to the whole trail.
It really does. It really does. Just a few little things. Yes. Oh, I love it. And I love it that you guys have worked so hard in putting this together. And it would seem like there's probably not a lot of work involved, but behind the scenes to do something like this, there really, really is. So I'm so grateful that you guys were able to add just another event to your calendar.
Yes, we're so excited, and we just thank everybody who has gotten involved so far, and I'm sure we'll get a few more people interested. So big thanks to everyone who participated, and parks maintenance staff especially out there because they had to meet everybody out at their spots, go through all the designs with everybody, make sure everyone was comfortable with where the electricity was and how to work everything. And so they put a lot of work in as well. So
I bet. And the parks are so beautiful, and Weed Park has always been special because that's right by our family home. So always loved it.
Yes, such a beautiful park.
It is. And big thanks to Elias Zolo, who was out there on his family drive and snapped some pictures that I caught on Facebook. And so I asked him if we could use his pictures, and he graciously agreed, absolutely. And you can just see how pretty it all is driving through. I mean, what gets better than that?
Exactly. One kind of funny thing I heard from someone with praise was saying that their teenagers were getting out at every spot and taking pictures and things.
Oh,
so that's cool. I said teenagers are hard to impress sometimes.
Yes, they are.
If they're having a good time, I think we've done a good job.
I think that's always a key. Always a key. If you can keep them happy, you've got it mastered.
Yep. Exactly.
That's right. Well, before we get done talking about Festival of Light, is there anything on the horizons we need to be watching for from you guys?
I don't think so. Just heading out there.
January bring?
Sure. So we're kind of on a little bit of a program hiatus through Christmas and New Year's, just so busy. So in January, we start back up again. The 8th, I believe, is the first Saturday where we're going to have new programs going on. So we've got boys basketball coming up in January and February. We've got a new session of gymnastics going on starting January 3rd. So right after the new year. So if you haven't signed up yet, make sure you do that before the hustle and bustle of the holidays really hits us.
Yeah.
Let's see, we've got girls basketball. We've got a shooting camp clinic coming up.
That's new, isn't it?
So we've been doing that for a while, but it's just a 3-day kind of shooting camp. Yep. And then we have blast ball in the winter. So we have it in the summer and the winter. So that's for the little ones. It's kind of the introduction to T-ball. And that is always so much fun. So we've got quite a few things coming up. Definitely go to our website, muscatineiowa.gov/registration to see all the stuff that's coming up.
Oh, that's great.
Yes.
I always say you have the hardest, but the funnest, even though that's not a word, job there is.
It's a word to me because you're just right. It is. It's challenging. It's so busy, but it's so much fun. And just to see the smiles on the kids' faces and the positive impact, it makes everything worth it.
Oh, yeah. And the parents watching the kids have fun, is they're having just as much fun or more.
Yes, exactly. Like you said, grandparents who just come, and we just had the candy cane hunt, and we saw a ton of parents and grandparents, and they're having just as good of a time. So,
and then the Elves Workshop.
Yes, don't miss the Elves Workshop. It's going to be so much fun. We're going to have ornaments. We're going to decorate ornaments and a bunch of different crafts. We're going to play reindeer games, and we're going to be right in front of old J.C. Penney's there from 1 to 3.
That's what I was going to ask you. With the handcrafted Christmas being all set up, where are you going to be?
Yeah, so it's kind of a switch, another partnership. We're working with the Muscatine Farmers Market. And so we've got it all coordinated. They're going to have music right in that area. And then when the music's done, we're going to switch over, and the Elves Workshop is going to be in that same area. So definitely come on out to that, get all your shopping done, and then at 1 o'clock, bring the kiddos over and have a great time. It's so much fun. I love the Elves Workshop.
Perfect. You know, and you could send dad or grandpa off with the kids to go get breakfast or something or lunch while you shop, the girls shop, and then have them meet you over there for Elves Workshop.
There you go. That's a plan right there.
Today. Our Martin family Christmas got moved up because somebody's having surgery. And so we have our big family Christmas from my side of the family on Saturday. So we are and my husband's been like, when's the craft show? When's the craft show and the workshop? Because we watch. And I said, oh, we're not going to make it this year. So we're sad about that. But I know you're going to be filled with people watching it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's always a busy one. It's so much fun.
Well, I want to thank you so much, Kelsie, for joining us today. I know, and we had some scheduling change. We've had someone with a death in the family, and so we've had to do some scheduling around. And thank you so much for accommodating us and being able to take time out of your very busy schedule to come and talk to us and share all the wonderful things that Parks and Rec does. We really appreciate it.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Thanks to all of you for joining us. Reminder, we do have a city council meeting tonight. It's an in-depth meeting. And we are going to be talking about a couple of different things. We're going to be talking about Project Able. Steve Snyder with the Muscatine Police Department will be here to talk with us about that. And then a possible change to our snow removal policy. So you're going to want to either join us in person or hybrid. By watching us virtually. You can find the login on our city's website and on the agenda, or you can just watch it later on YouTube or ask questions. Anyway, we love you being involved. Thanks again to Kelsie for joining us. Have a great rest of your day, and we look forward to seeing you here next week on Our City. Thank you.